Hello, I'm Kyle. I play in Gavel and Bad Bet. I'm from Hamilton. Oh, sorry, I do vocals in Gavel and Bad Bet. From Hamilton. Um, I was born here, lived all kind of across the GTA, and then ended up back here in the last like 5 or 6 years, I guess. Yeah. So my main influences for personal would probably be my grandfathers. Um, just really like hardworking guys.
Yeah.
Both, came from um, Ireland and Scotland, and so the Scottish one played the bagpipes, so that probably is what got me kind of into music a little bit. And then the other one was just like a fucking hardworking Irishman, and I admired that like work ethic and stuff. So it was a personal one. So musical, I would say like CCR. To be honest, dude, I fuck with CCR so much, and like I love their shit, and have always been like really into like everything
Classic
that they
rock.
put out. Like yeah, I mean, I started kind of like listening with like Led Zeppelin, CCR, even not like heavier like
Sabbath and all that.
Sabbath,
Yeah.
but shit like even like Chicago,
Oh, yeah.
Steely Dan.
Nice.
Fuck man, like
10 years after.
yeah, dude, like I love all that shit, like. But yeah, the kind of bands like that, I guess that kind of stuff is for musical the musical aspect, the musical side. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
What got me into punk metal hardcore? I guess I would, listen to the kind of like dad rock bands, and I was like, fuck, like the heavy parts. You know what? Actually, what it was she that fucking Beatles song. She's so heavy. That ending riff. Down, 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 down. I was like, what the fuck is this? And so like that kind of stuff was like, I just wanted to find shit like that, the whole song. Sounded like that. So definitely just the want for finding like the heavier type of stuff. Like I don't know, I think I probably would have started off with like shit like Sum 41 and stuff, and like Blink 182, and like the kind of like more mainstream punky shit. And then when I figured out how to use a computer, which I still don't really know how to do, kind of just would search on YouTube, see what I could find, and if I liked it, I would like try and get a CD or download it on iTunes.
Nice.
Yeah. That, So my first concert was um, it was Avril Lavigne and Swollen members. So my sister was 10, and I think my brother and I were 8 and 6, and my sister was a big Avril Lavigne fan, and we were like, I don't know, we barely knew music because we were so young. It's just so like. But we kind of got into Swollen members, and it was just kind of like our parents were like, oh well, this works out. So like that was we saw them play. I think it was a huge place. I don't know. We were fucking like 5,000 feet up in the air, type of thing. But
It's like an arena show.
yeah, but it was cool, like that is kind of a funny first show story, I
like
guess.
that.
And then first like heavier show was Jordan, our bass player, his old band called T-Daff. It was at what was that fucking Mill Creek bar in Meadowvale or Streetsville.
Crazy. No. Cool cat.
Cool Cats. Yeah, in
Streetsville.
in Streetsville. No, it's in
No,
Meadowvale.
it was in Meadowvale.
Yeah, Meadowvale, but yeah, kind of near the Chrysler plant. And I walked in there. I think I was like 13, 14 years old, and I had been listening to like the kind of like, I don't know, like screamo-y kind of heavier shit. I don't know, for a little while, and I was like, I want to go to a show. I want to go to a show. And none of my friends were really into it, so finally convinced some friends to go, and I got like we walked in there, and I got fucking punched right in the nose. Walked into the bathroom, stuffed the shit in my nose, and I was like, went back out and watched the rest of the show, and it was fucking cool. So. Favorite show was when I was 18. This one is just like my go-to. I was 18.
Yeah.
It was in Montreal. It was in a church called Death Church. It was King 9. Turnstile, like when they first came out, so like the heavy shit or the heavier shit, Angel Dust, and this Montreal band called Life Spent, and that was fucking insane. People were like, so it was a church that people lived in, so dudes were like walking through the pit with like their laundry, people are fucking going nuts and shit, like hanging off fucking stuff, and like it was just, I was like still pretty, like, I don't know, I was 18, but I was like, holy fuck, this is insane, you know, like this is crazy, and like the place was just so cool, you know. Yeah, they like made a big deal about air conditioning and finally having air conditioning, and so we show up there, and there's like a tower fan, just, and that was the air conditioning. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's probably that one. Sound of Fury. This Is Hardcore was pretty good. I went in 2016, I think it was, and that was pretty cool. Drove down there in one of my shit boxes, and we camped in New Jersey because it was $30 for the weekend, and then would drive the half hour to Philly, and then go to the show. Always take the wrong exit, so we'd end up at the zoo, and then we'd be like, we're gonna be fucking late, and then we'd like rip downtown. So the experience was very sick. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some flack for it, but I don't think the lineup was like the best one that, you know, This Is Hardcore's had, but it was still fucking sick. I got to see like Criminal Instinct, Freedom, who else was there? Angel Dust was there. Fucking, I can't remember. Bane, I think, played. I don't know. There's a flyer, and if I get it wrong, I'll just get fucking chirped. But yeah, that was a really good one. Sound of Fury was cool. What else? Like one of my favorite shows that we played Buffalo recently with Gavel, and that was like really cool just because like we'd never been into the States before and stuff, and like I was like half expecting no one to be there, and it was a pretty good turnout, and like I was like, these people don't know who the fuck we are. Yeah, like it's crazy, like a bunch of good bands, like Space, Exhibition, like we were saying, Smash and Grab and shit, like, and then obviously all the OG bands and shit, like, so yeah, like that was really cool, just for my own experience with it, I guess, you know.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
All right.
All right, so craziest shit I seen at a show was a show last October that was at the Kill Room. Spirit of Vengeance, Entice, Just Right, Shut Away, Die Alone, Gavel, Rust. So first like 3 bands, whatever, like their first show ever. All of the bands were able to like pack in like 350 people into a 150 person venue, and that like it was one of the like craziest local shows I've ever been to, but like and like the sickest thing I've ever seen. Like not even like trying to like boost it like I was a part of that, but like I'm like so happy that I was, because it was so cool. Like it was like I honestly said like after that show I was like, all right, I'm cool, we could quit now, like you know what I mean? Like it was so sick. And like all of the bands, like I remember I was like some bands I was in the pit, some bands like, 'cause it was so fucking hot, right, in that place, so many people, but I was like sitting up on one of the ramps and I was just like, every single band that's played here tonight like has the sound, they get it, you know what I mean? Like, and it was like that like this is the next fucking chapter, the new wave type shit, you know? And it was so sick, man. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. So the bands I'm in are Gavel and Bad Bet. Gavel's like my first band. Bad Bet is my second band. Yeah, those are the only 2 I've been in, man. Like that's it. Yeah. What do I like the most about being a musician? I like obviously playing shows. Honestly, like some of my favorite, like the shows are a given. Like that's just, playing is obviously a given. But some of my like favorite times are being in like the van on like runs and stuff. Like just the traveling. Like I love that shit. Fucking, it's. I mean, that's the thing, is like I'm sure that like if you there's the people who are doing it all the time and they're like, yeah, just wait, buddy, you know, like you ever get to the stage of like doing it all the time. But I don't know, I've wanted to do this kind of stuff for forever, since I figured it out that you could do it, right? And like I think that the people who get the chance to like tour regularly, like, and do that stuff, like there's sacrifices with everything, you know? Like you want to work a cool job, maybe you don't get paid like a lot of money. You want to make a lot of money, you're maybe working a shitty job, you know? Or you want to play music for a living, you got to fucking hit the road. And like that's just what it is. There's a give and take for everything. And I think that like, you know, over time, like it gets to some people, but then there's fucking dudes like Scott who's been doing it for ever, you know? So like, I don't know, for me, like I just want to tour. I want to do that shit. And then the worst thing, when bars don't give out drink tickets. I don't know, there's no bad things. It's fun as fuck. It's good. It's all good.
Awesome.
Yeah. My favorite food is empanadas from Valar Foods, and also Miller High Life. Please send me beer. Thank you. Okay, so my useless talent is one I can't explain, so I'll have to just show you. That's it. That's it. Shout out Steve at Stronger Than Ever Videos. Thank you for having me and Kennedy on the video. Appreciate it.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.